Okay, well.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
Maybe my friends are right, and he's not into me, and he's not into any woman.
What do you mean by that?
I really think that you are gay.
oh.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he is gay.
This is not the first time you've heard.
I know you're there for me, and I hate it. I'm like, why did this have to happen?
It wasn't the time, it wasn't the place. It's all good.
It's all good. So what are you doing last night? It was a good time. You didn't have a good time?
I think so. No, I feel bad for Jean.
Hey everybody, welcome back to 9 Day Fiance, The Single Life. So we're on part 4, and usually they post a new episode every Monday night, and I could not find it anywhere. But it ended up being in the extras. Like, why would you put it under extras? Anyways, welcome back. So we left off on John proposing to Megan, and yeah, it was really sweet, but I wouldn't have cried over that. But you know, to each their own. And obviously she said yes, but I'm thinking, what kind of ring is that? Because it kind of looks like a game ring, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing some context here since I didn't watch them. But they take a break, and John's brother calls his wife, and they kind of talk about it, and neither of them feel truly happy about the whole thing.
They're moving really fast. I mean, I know she had a timeline and was kind of like putting it on him for a while, but I didn't think he was going to do it today.
God.
So, moving on. Now it's Debbie's turn. So they bring on 2 guests, Fernanda and Debbie. And I don't know who Fernanda is, but she looks so good in that dress. By the way, she barely speaks on this episode, so I don't really know why they even brought her. So they bring up Debbie's past date with Ross, where she lied about her age. Debbie called it a white lie, but the cast quickly corrected her and said that 2 years is a white lie, but 10 years is just a straight up lie.
I mean, it's not a white lie, I don't think. Like, 2 years is a white lie.
Yeah, 2 years is a white lie. 10 years is like...
10 years is a lot, you know? That's like from 40 to 50. It's a lot.
And yeah, because that's a whole decade you're erasing. So Debbie's excuse is that people don't talk to her when she shows her real age, which is why she lies. And then the other Debbie tells her that she shouldn't be on them and she should go meet people face to face. Like, she's coming in hot, and I feel like it's well deserved. So now Debbie feels like she's getting attacked, which I don't really feel like it's an attack, more like a hard truth, but certainly not an it. Everybody tells the bad experiences about being lied to, and more of the story, just tell the truth, you guys. There's no point in lying, just tell the truth. So now they bring up Julian, and he tells us that he tried to hook up Debbie with really great and respectable guys, but she keeps turning them down. One of her excuses is that she wants an artist, but what's crazy to me is that when she finds an artist, she says, nah, I don't like the way he dresses. Like, he dresses just like you, Debbie. What are you talking about? So Julian's issue is that he wants someone to take care of his mom rather than someone that looks like they can't. But Julian still insists that something is wrong with Ruben, and he feels it in his gut. And the reason why he says that is because every time he asks him questions, then he answers it in a roundabout way. But I feel like Ruben's just too nervous to talk to Julian because of his demeanor. So now Ruben finally comes out, and he looks just as colorful as I thought he was gonna look. And then we find out that they haven't seen each other since Debbie came to visit him back when they were like recording like the episode, but they still text back and forth. But Debbie starts asking him a whole bunch of questions. No, not this Debbie. This Debbie.
Are you guys exclusive?
Seen anybody for a year.
But do you see other women?
No.
Have you been in many relationships? Have you been married? Do you have kids? When's the last time you were in a relationship? Okay.
Are you sure that's okay? Do you want to ask him some more? Like, geez, give him a break. And even Debbie's like, who's the policeman here? And I'm glad she said something, because we don't need 2 Julians. So they show clips of Julian acting crazy, and basically his excuse was that it's all because of Debbie dealing with Osama. And Ruben snaps back and lists every green flag that he has.
I have plenty of money in the bank. I had 0 mortgage. My house is free. My car is free. Everything about me is free.
Yeah,
but
cleaners last time.
you got to judge an apple with an apple, not a pear and a banana. 2 different worlds.
And I 100% agree with Wubin. Like, why should he pay the price of what Osama did? They are not the same people. So apparently right before the reunion, Debbie texted Wubin if they could see each other, and Wubin didn't reply back until much later. And by that time, it was too dark, but Wubin didn't mind getting together at night. Debbie had a problem with that and wanted him to run to her as they haven't seen each other in so long. But they all seem to be upset at Wubin, but he didn't see the message till later, so I don't get what the problem is here. And it's not like he won't see you right after the reunion, so once again, I don't see the problem here.
I thought after all this time and you had an opportunity to see me, if a man is really interested, he'd run all the way to my hotel to say hi to me.
I mean, it's true, you know.
But what do you guys think? So then after that, Sean asks everybody if they go together, and they all agree, but Debbie's saying that he's too over the top. Now, Miss Debbie, I know you aren't bringing this up again while wearing what you're wearing. And I'm so glad Veronica pointed out her outfit, cause girl, be for real.
You know what? He's a little over the top. Like the pink pants I could live with if you paired it with a black shirt.
Debbie, you are wearing a tutu and a goldfish, okay? Like, come on now.
And Wubin even had her face on his socks and underwear. Like, what is the problem here? Please tell me.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Those are cute!
Bloomers.
No.
On his bloomers.
Is that Debbie on your panties?
Oh my God, that's actually really cute.
Okay, but things take a strange twist when we find out that Wubin is still on those dating apps, and Debbie finds out that he set his age preference from 30 years old to 50 years old. Obviously, Debbie is older than 50, so now it's caused some doubt in her mind about the relationship. Also, by the way, at this point, they're not really exclusive, but I feel like with how low Wubin has set his age preference, I feel like that's kind of alarming. Not kind of alarming, that's really alarming.
But I mean, I don't go say, okay, what's your age? That's not the number one criteria, because it's about, you know, having fun and a good fit. Age, I think, is just an irrelevant number.
And Tim's reaction was my exact reaction when he said this, and now my green flag is now slowly turning yellow. Actually, they're both actually the same in that aspect, so I feel like they're actually perfect for each other, which is so funny because now they're officially exclusive.
But other than that, yeah, you're fine, you know?
Might be hard to find a black shirt, but okay.
I'm rooting for you guys. Don't disappoint me, Ruben the Cuban.
Okay, so now Debbie's done, and they bring out Louisa and Jamal, and Tim and Veronica do not look happy at all. So Tim says that it didn't work out between them because they just weren't compatible, but he still sees Louisa as a friend. But Louisa, on the other hand, is just shaking her head, and I'm like, oh girl, what is it? So Louisa said that they never had a relationship and he was never available for her, but only called her to complain about his life. She said that she's not no damn therapist, and Tim, if that's true, then what the fuck? So then Jamal puts in his 2 cents and basically calls Tim a hypocrite because Louisa said that Tim used her, and Tim always accused of Jamal of using Veronica.
Or for you to say Tim used you, that's just so funny to me. Because Tim has accused me of using Veronica this whole time. So I'm just like, wow, it's like the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
So good job, Tim.
No, it's not the pot calling the kettle black.
So then they show clips of the relationship, and Tim does admit that he takes relationships very slowly. And Louisa seemed to be the opposite, so it seemed like the relationship was destined to fail anyways.
I understand, but I don't. It's just so funny that every time I'm sitting on the stage, that's all we focus on. Like, it's the biggest deal in the world. It's like, why didn't you try to have sex with this girl? Who cares?
And I'm siding with Tim here. Like, there are some things that he just isn't comfortable with, and to push him and make him seem like the bad guy here just because he doesn't like intimacy as much as the next guy, it's just wrong, okay? It's just wrong. So Louisa goes on and on and on about how much Tim is not interested in her, and then says that maybe her friends were right and that he's gay. And I genuinely feel like if she feels that, then she feels that. But to say it out loud, girl, because obviously we're all thinking the same thing, but you know. So Tim says that he is not gay, so everybody that had their suspicions, me included, need to rest, okay?
I really think that you are gay.
I don't give a what people say, to be honest. It doesn't bother me. They're going to continue to say that for another 5 or 10 years. It's part of my life.
So Tim says that he doesn't care what people say. And Louisa's like, why don't you care about the people that love you, like me? And I'm thinking, girl, if you really loved him, then you wouldn't have said that out loud. Like, what do you mean? Also, do you guys see, like, do you feel like she's latching on, like, too much? Like, I feel like she's kind of obsessed with him. But Tim says the same thing, like about her not really loving him.
I really
Because
care
people
about
that
you.
love me know the real me and they know that I'm not gay. For you to sit there and say that you think that means you don't know me.
Now, I don't know you.
And I was rooting for Louisa, but now she got me side-eyeing her. So the cast feels like Tim has low testosterone, but you guys, I just feel like he doesn't really give a shit, okay? Like, just let the guy chill. It doesn't really matter whether he has it or not. Just let him chill. So now they're speculating if Louisa and Jamal have gotten together, and they're kind of denying it, but they're also flirting with each other, and Veronica's just shaking her head.
Yeah, he's handsome.
You think I'm handsome?
Yes, you're hot.
I'm nervous now.
Don't act like Tim.
Okay.
So they ask Louisa if she has anything else to say to Tim, and to be honest, she sounds really hurt, like an ex-girlfriend who just can't let go.
You don't want that. You don't like that, and you don't care about me, and you don't appreciate me, and I don't deserve this.
But then they go on break, and Louisa and Jamal are talking when Tim and Veronica come in, and Louisa confronts Tim, saying that he used her and made her feel like they were in a relationship until a month ago. But I feel like with all the examples that she threw out earlier in the show with how much he didn't show interest in her, she should have known that there was no relationship there. So Tim says that he's sorry that he hurt her feelings, but to be honest, he doesn't really look like he cares.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, truly. I don't want to hurt your feelings, so if you feel like
No,
that,
you are not going to
sorry.
her anymore because I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh, Louisa, girl, what do you guys think? Because I'm starting to get mixed feelings about her. So then Veronica and Jamal are talking, and I'm like, hello? What the hell is going on? No, actually, what the hell is going on? What is everybody on?
So what are you doing after?
I mean, right now I have to go talk to Tim, but later.
Always gotta go check on Tim. Tim.
Look,
Are we in a good place?
I mean, call me later and we'll find out how good of a place we're in.
All right.
So Veronica's hanging out with everybody and they bring up wanting to go and eat. And she says that maybe Jamal can come too. And everybody's shocked at that. So then she leaves and she tells Bills the tea. She said that she saw Louisa and Jamal at the restaurant. And then we see what we don't see, but we see that it's Jamal and Louisa talking.
I just remember the little things.
What, last night? We did that. A couple times. I had a blast. 10 out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, we all know they spent the night, right, hanging out together.
So the way that they're talking, it's obvious that they hooked up, okay? They did the nasty, and am I surprised? No, not really. But am I surprised that he was just flirting with Veronica while actively getting with Louisa? Yes. Like, honestly, Jamal is such a dog. So that's where the episode ends. Let me know what you guys thought because that was just crazy. So the next tell-out will be the last one. Chantel teaches Debbie how to twerk. Natalie realizes that she's the problem. Who would have thought, okay? That was surprising. And we have Debbie versus Debbie, okay? I am so excited. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and see you guys later. Bye!